today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to identify bases here at Town Hall 10. We've got 3 example strategies here for you guys, and we're going to be giving you guys the best ways of identifying bases, what objectives you should be getting, as well as spell placement. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so we've got our first replay, our first example here, and this one we're going to be looking at the Kill Squad Hog. So what you're seeing here with this composition is, notice how Leon identifies the base, and this is what we should be doing as attackers as well, is we need to identify these bases. So the main portion of this is going to be the Kill Squad. It's going to get you a little bit deeper, and it's actually going to get you more value than, a Queen Charge or even a Sui hero. So you want to make sure that maybe sometimes using a Kill Squad is not bad. You can see double multis are on this base, but the thing to necessarily understand is the value that you want to get. You want to get the enemy Queen and enemy CC along with at least one Inferno. That's right there. So what you'll see is that getting these 3 key objectives is usually a really good idea. And then if you can get like Wizard Towers, Expos, Bomb Towers, Teslas, which are going to be right here, that's usually a really good idea just because that adds on to the value that you've already gotten. Now, what you want to do when you're setting your funnel is you want to use some Wizards, Baby Dragons, possibly even the King, and a Bowler Bounce. If you guys can see where this Archer Tower right here can't necessarily target anything that hits these buildings right here, then that's a really good idea, because then the bowlers here can Bowler Bounce this and already set a funnel so that then the Kill Squad can start moving into the base. So there you guys go. That's kind of how you really like understand how this base should be attacked and what you should be getting with this attack strategy. So Leon here is going to basically show you guys the attack, how to use this Kill Squad on a base like this, and really giving you guys an in-depth, explanation of what I was saying in replay form. So what you'll see is that I am going to kind of explain how he's going to be doing this, but kind of notice with the Kill Squad is that even though the King is going to start wandering, that's completely fine. As long as you set that funnel with the Bowler Bounce, you want that King to set the funnel. That's mainly what you should be using him for, but if you want him to go into the base and maybe act as a tank, that's another really good idea. You can also do that. So you can see is that now, with the Kill Squad moving in, using the freeze and the poison will help take out the enemy clan castle. That's usually a really good idea, and I encourage that you guys do that. Using the rage there with the Kill Squad on the Kill Squad, you don't want to place it like how hogs are placed with heal spells, But you are going to see that now, dropping in the hogs is, you can spam them, you can surgically place them. Leon decides to surgically place them, but you can also spam them if you want. Now with the heal spells, there's 2 different ways you put your heal spells down. One, against splash buildings like Wizard Towers, Bomb Towers, Giant Bombs, Infernos, and then the other one is point defenses or DPS. So you kind of really want to determine whether or not it's a good place to heal. Placing it, don't place it all spam or willy-nilly everywhere. You want to make sure that you can get all the hogs, or most of them at least, and then make sure that it's over those key buildings like an Inferno, just like how I said, Inferno, Wizard Tower, Giant Bomb, Tesla Farm, Bomb Towers. It's really, really good idea if you guys do that. So what you'll see, Leon basically getting it done here. Kind of did my best to kind of explain to you the spell placement here, as well as how to use the Kill Squad here. And hopefully this will help you a lot. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next strategy. Alright guys, so Reaper here is showing you guys an example, but we're going to kind of explain it. So here, this is a Falcon. And if you guys don't know this strategy, this is literally mass Valkyrie with the bowlers. Now, this is something a little bit different. Now, unlike the other one, you're bringing a Queen Walk. You're not bringing a Queen Charge or anything. We will go over that later in this video. But this strategy is more reliant on funneling. This is not looking for any key objectives or anything. It's looking for funneling. So this base is a really good example that I wanted to show you guys, as kind of notice how it's kind of in this like rectangle-esque form, where it's going to really be easy to set a funnel this way with the king and this way with the queen, which means the Valkyries can then start working their way into the base. So instead of dealing with them going like this or setting a funnel going here, setting a funnel on the most flat side like this is usually a really good option, and definitely kind of take interest in that. So if you are interested in this strategy, then find how the pathing works. If it's symmetrical like this base, it may be a good idea to use the Falcon strategy. If you see if a base is like this, or maybe if it's a ring base, if you can handle those with this strategy, then go for it. It's a really, really good option. He does bring the Stone Slammer, and what he's going to do with that is he's just going to use it on the back end. This is how really how this Valkyrie attack strategy should be working at Town Hall 10. You really want to make sure that you bring the Stone Slammer last, as it's filled with loons. You want to make sure you place that haste to where they are going to go, which is going to be this air defense. So you want to make sure that you know exactly where they're going to go before you place it. So what you'll see is that setting a funnel isn't hard. Using the king, using the wizards there, it's a pretty easy funnel with the king. And then the queen, all that queen's doing is just going to pick off some of the defenses, but as long as you can make sure that she walks on the other side, then that's good. And they could just send in the bowlers and the Valkyries, and that's it. A really, really good option is just placing the rage spells where they're going to go and not where they're at. The heal spells are kind of different. You just want to heal them up at that moment. And then the rage spells you really want to use when they're going to like break through walls and all of that, or really just wreck through the base. You'll see is that the baby dragon in this replay is going to get taken out by that max poison spell. That might be something that you guys think about using. Definitely bring a max poison. It's enough to take out a baby dragon in the enemy clan castle. So what you'll see is that Valkyries are still running through the base, and that's usually a really good sign that it's a really, really successful strategy. So what you'll see is that now that the Stone Slammer has been popped, the loons here are going to just come out and then wreck that air defense, and that's it. So you want to make sure that you place that haste spell very, very precisely where those loons are going to go in the correct way. So definitely just keep that in mind. But other than that, this strategy works extremely well. So definitely, if you guys have any success with it, please let me know. I would love to cover some more. But definitely, that is really how you identify it, kind of a base like this. It is not about knowing what defenses to hit. The Valkyries are not loons or hogs. They are going to destroy anything. As long as you bring those rage spells and those heal spells, you are good. So let's go ahead and take a look at the last replay, which is with Queen Charge Lava Loon. Alright guys, so Leon here is going to show you again a really good example of a different Town Hall 10 attack strategy. This one's going to be bringing in the Queen Charge Lava Loon. And what Leon sees here is the first thing. I think this should be the first thing of anything. Double singles. Wow, well, that's going to be a whole heck of a lot easier if you can get the queen down. So, I mean, if you can get into this core, that's really good. So, kind of knows how he has that queen charge and a jump. That's why I'm calling it a queen charge. So, what he's going to do is he's going to try and break this queen to get into the enemy queen, enemy CC, and then really, if he can get an air defense here, that would be really, really good. So an ideal placement of that jump would kind of be here or over here. Notice how the base is symmetrical. So if you cut it from here, if you cut it like this, you can get a lot of good value just by understanding what a symmetrical base is and what a symmetrical base isn't. So you can kind of understand it. So what you'll see is that now that you've understood that, you can see where a jump spell could be very useful. Like if you jump right here, you can actually get 2 air defenses, the queen and the enemy CC, as long as you don't reach this single target inferno. Or you won't reach this one, but you will reach this one. But you will kind of see here is that how Leon is basically kind of like, you know, gonna identify this base right and kind of understand it. So what he's gonna do is he's just gonna start with the queen walk. You want to make sure that you can start it at least on that army camp, because the army camp is usually a really good building. If not placed correctly, it will be a total disaster on funneling. So what you'll see is that now the baby dragon set the other side of the funnel, so that's really good. And notice, I predicted that jump spell accordingly, because notice how much value he can get from that jump spell. Now, if you want to bring Earthquake, which I've never seen, go ahead, be my guest. However, using the jump there is going to help a lot more if you set the funnel with the king and with the baby dragon. So now, getting rid of that enemy CC is really quite easy. If you need to pop the queen's ability, you can. If that poison isn't enough. However, you can see Leon doesn't have a problem with that CC with the poison, so that's perfectly fine. And you'll see is that he's gonna still continue with the jump spell. Actually, no, he won't. He's gonna break into the wall and not get the queen at all. It's definitely kind of interesting. So if your attack kind of goes like this, where it's like, oh no, it didn't go to plan, he's not going to be able to get the queen, well, that's fine. As long as you get the enemy CC and at least 2 air defenses, you're actually going to be okay. Because what you want to make sure that with this attack is if you can bring like a minion or 2 to get the enemy queen, or if the enemy queen is standing over defense, that's even better. You can really clear that up. Just like how Leon shows you right there, he took that queen out without even using the enemy or the hero queen to take her out. So definitely you can see where, even though that attack didn't go to plan, Leon actually just showed how you can still deal with her without using the queen. So definitely, there you guys go. Just getting through the base, again, using the haste spells here to basically speed the loons up. You want to make sure that they can get to those defenses quicker, so that then the defenses don't have that long to hit them over and over and over. Kind of like that Tesla. So you want to kind of try to avoid that. Basically, very, very simple strategy, and you can notice where he was looking at the value. And even if he didn't get that queen down with the queen walk, or I'm sorry, the queen charge, it still went right when he started his lava lane. So you want to make sure that, you know, understanding like what you should be getting with this attack strategy, the air defenses, the enemy CC, the enemy queen, and boom. Even if you don't get the enemy queen, that's completely fine. As long as you get 2 air defenses, that's really, really helpful. So there you guys go. That is going to do it for the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. It's definitely something different, and I want to bring more of this, so definitely leave a like if you enjoyed this. Leave a comment and tell me if this might be something good, if this is a little bit better than my previous content, so definitely let me know. And we are working our way up to that 1K subscribers, so feel free to subscribe, guys, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. If you guys want to join the Exit Humanity family, the link to that is going to be in the description below for their Discord. And if you want to hit me up on the social, you can hit me up on @CorruptYT on Twitter. And you guys can also join my Discord, which both of those links will be in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Corrupt, signing out.